G'day, g'day. This is Budgets with Belle, and I, amazingly enough, am Belle. So, I'm running super late with this video. It is Wednesday evening after work. I have not even done my budget for this week. I blame Easter. Easter was ridiculously busy. Um, yes, that is an excuse, and I am using it. I had forgotten to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so just did that quickly. I just wanted to get this video done because I super want to do my budget, and Easter was nuts. I went to my brother's house to spend some time with my mum, who lives with him, and my sister-in-law and my nephew. So it was awesome. It was crazy. It was a lot of people over to their place, and a lot of cooking, but it was fun. So in saying that, my nails are disgusting, and I apologize profusely. I promise it won't be a regular thing, but sometimes life just gets busy, and this is one of those times. So, now I have decided that part of how I was doing my budget is annoying me now, so I'm changing it. Zero people that know me surprised by this, but so what I've decided to do is the things that generally get paid out of my account, I'm going to try and keep in there. But I am super duper bad at keeping track of what is in my bank for what. So I think that I have figured out a way to fix this. So let me find I'm super not prepared. Super not prepared. Okay, I'm not quite sure where I've left my budget book. I hope it is not at my brother's house, but just wait 1 second and I will go look for it and be back in a second. Well, thank whatever deity you believe in, because I did not leave my budget book down at my brother's. So, what I'm thinking I might do, because I have issues with being able to remember what is in the bank for what bill, I'm going to use this, I think. So what I'm going to do is, originally I was going to use this to track what's in my envelopes. I'm not going to do that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to track what's in my bank and how much is for what. So I'm just going to put like car payment. I've got $200. I think that that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do it on a piece of paper to see how it works first and if it annoys me or not. And we'll see how we go. So first, I'm just going to do my budget. That's what I'm going to do first. So I'm all over the place and I super apologize, but I feel like no one should be surprised that I'm a bit all over the joint. So my last big week's budget is here. So I always use that as a sort of really loose guide, because generally things change. So, one good thing is, because it's late in the week that I'm doing this, my son has already given me his money for the week. So he worked most of Easter, so he got really good money. So normally I budget $400 for his pay. $200 for his pay, but this week he gave me $400 because he just had such a good pay this week. So normally he pays me after I've done my budget, so that's why I budget the lower amount and do my budget on the lesser amount, but because I'm doing it so late in the week, he's already paid me. So I know what I'm getting off him. The other thing too is, sorry, I'm just rifling because I don't even have a pen at the moment. This is how organised I am not. I'm just going to go and, you know what? I'm going to get myself organised and be back 1 second. Okay, I think I'm ready now. So sorry. And also useless. But I got this. Okay. So, um, as I was saying, normally I budget before my son has gotten his pay. So because he's paid by the hour and depending on, what days he's worked, if there's public holidays and blah blah blah, he gets paid vastly different sums. So generally I budget for $200 for him. This week he's already paid me and he had a really good pay, so he gave me $400. So I'm budgeting that this time. Now, first thing that I do is look at my last one, which is always what I do. Now, my pay always the same. My income is always the same, $7.98 for me. It is child support week, which is going to finish soon because my youngest son is turning 18 in a few months. So that is $5.79 at the moment. My income, my Centrelink for FTB A and B, that's all I get, is $2.38. Okay, so my son Brandon, his income this week, as I said, he gave me more than normal. He gave me 4, and our boarder that lives with us, he gave me 200. Okay, so I'm just gonna check my sums. Bear with me 1 second. Up. Okay, so my income 798 plus 579 plus 238 plus 400 plus 200 is 2215. Oh, my Centrelink is 234. Oh, where have I put my correction tape? We all know how much I love that stuff, and I should have kept it out. Should have found it before we started, but I didn't, so too bad. So it's 234. Oh, this is why I do it on a piece of paper before I put it in my book. 234. Okay, so it's 2211. So my income for this week is $2,211. Okay, so it is it was going to be the 10th that I did this budget. I did plan on doing it over Easter, but we just ended up with like people constantly at my brother's, and my brother and his wife and son, they went away for a couple of days. So I stayed with mum, and there was just a lot of running around, nothing bad or anything. It was the good kind of running around. You're busy because you have people that love you, so I can't really complain all too much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is everything that stays in the bank is going in the fixed expenses spot, which is pretty accurate, I suppose. They are mostly fixed expenses, sort of, the subscriptions and stuff are, but if they need to stay in the bank, I'm going to put it over here. The reason I'm doing that is I really want to try and keep that sort of stuff in the bank so I don't have to redeposit it once I've got it. So The rent that I have to pay this week is 535. I also have our water bill that is due. So I've been paying extra on my rent because my rent is actually only 510, but I've decided that I'm going to put a lump sum as well. So I'm just going to put 200, and I might do the same thing next fortnight or see, because I'm not sure how much it is. My radio rentals, which I can't wait till it's finished. This one is finished in November. That's $20 a fortnight. And then I've got my first choice rentals, which just sucks. That one I've still got another year for. But you know what? When you need a house full of stuff and you don't have the money, paying it off bit by bit is much more preferable, because you know, when we moved in here, I had nothing. I'd only been at my job for a couple of months, so yeah, and we're gonna have to move again soon, but anyway. Alright, so then my Dodo is going there. That's our internet. That's $86 a month, so I'm going to leave 43 in the bank a fortnight on my big weeks. Our subscriptions, they're actually $90 a fortnight. However, we've had one come out, so it's $83. We had $7 subscription come out. Electricity. So I was taking this out. I'm not going to. I'm just going to have to make sure that I keep it in the bank, and I know that that is how much is allocated for it. And phones is 100. Okay, so some of these I already have in wallets, so I'm going to put that towards my cash stuffing this week, and just not take out quite as much cash, and use this cash that's in the wallet for these, and then I'll have the right amounts in there. Oh, and also because I'm a pushover, my sons asked for 2 PS5 games, and they purchased them the other day, but I will include it here. So that I allocated $60 and they actually spent 58. Okay, alright, so then the only things in my actual envelopes is going to be petrol at $50, and I am running on empty, so I will use that this week for sure. And the other thing here is groceries, which I have used $20 of, but I will allocate the $250, and just remember when I'm getting cash out that I might actually put it in my buffer or something like that. Okay, so then I've got, oh, fine, I've got to pay, but it's nearly finished. $50. And then I've got tolls, which is, I'm going to put $20 on it. I should probably try and do more than that, but it's fine. I'll do that in a few weeks. I'll put some more on it. So, just quickly going to add these up. Then we can look at what I need cash and what's staying in the bank. So that is 1276. Okay, now petrol and groceries, that's 300. One down here is 70. Okay, so let me just add all those up. 1276, 370 is 1646 minus 2211 leaves us 565 to put in envelopes. Let me think. That's all right. I think that's good. Okay, that's more than I thought I was going to have this week. Thank God Brandon had a really good week, so he could give me extra, which is nice. So I'm gonna, for my 100 envelopes challenge, I'm going to allocate 155 this week because I do have a bit extra. But I probably won't use all that. It just depends on what numbers I get. Okay, so, but I might do from 30 to 100 so that I know I'm going to get at least over 30. Okay, so what else am I going to do? I'm going to do Christmas 2023, and I'm just going to put $50 towards that this week. Then I owe Connell for a board game, so I'm going to put Connell Payback at $30. Then I have things I want to buy on Amazon, so I'm gonna 100 to that, but that is gonna stay in the bank. Our small week savings, we know we love our small week savings. I'm going to put $100 away for that. My buffer is completely empty at the moment, so I'm going to put $100 in there. Then each of my boys, I've got 3 boys, are getting $10 towards whatever. It's just a bit of money that if they want to buy something, they can buy something, so that next time they want a PS5 game, I can say, you know what, you've got the money in your saving envelope, you can get it from. So they're just getting they're getting $30 in total, so they're just getting $10 each for that. So let me check. 155, 50, 30, 100, 100, 565, 565. Okay, so let me 565, and I should show you really, shouldn't I? But you don't really need to watch me adding up, I suppose. 300, 70, 276, 2211, perfect. So my income 2211, and my expenses, so, and savings. So now, then what I've decided I'm going to do is beside each, I'm going to allocate whether I'm getting it out cash or it's staying in the bank. So this one is staying in the bank. That one is staying in the bank. Radio Rentals is going in the bank. First Choice Rental Bank. Dodo Bank. Subs Bank. Electricity Bank. Phones Bank. And PS5 Games Bank. That is going to be cash and cash. These are both going to be bank, although I'm going to pay them. This is going to be cash. Christmas will be cash. Payback will be cash. Shopping, ooh, I think I'm going to keep that as bank because, as I said, Amazon is my friend. Cash, that's going to be cash, and that's going to be cash. Okay, so now I know what is going to be bank and what is going to be cash. Now, because I'm changing it around a little, I am my super duper empty folder because I haven't obviously done any cash stuffing. So the car I'm going to take out, and that's going to go towards the cash that I need this week for my stuffing. So I've got 200 in there. Have I not included my car payment? I've forgotten my car payment. Well then, see what happens when you don't think about it. Totally forgot my car payment this week. Well, that changes everything. So, I am not going to get my shopping. That's going to have to wait. And I'm not going to do Christmas. Okay, so that one I'm not going to do. That one I'm not going to do. And that's 150 and this is going to be 105. That is a bit sucky, but this is what happens. Gosh, I'm glad I checked. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's going to be 200. Alright, so this is going to be 2476. Alright, so I'm just going to check that. So this has now changed, though. That's 105 plus 30 plus 100 plus 100 plus 30 equals 365. 365 plus 300 plus 142, no, 147, 6 plus 70. Yes, that's it. Okay, so gosh, I'm glad I checked that because I would have been so upset. And that is going to be bank. So this 200 is going to go towards the buffer and small week, so I don't have to get that out of the bank. So I do like smaller notes in the buffer if I can get it, but I'm not too fussed. I think anything is better than nothing at this stage. So I'm going to put in my small week savings, I'm putting 100, and then I'm going to tick that so that I know I've already done it. What colour text do I want to? Actually, I've got some nice highlighters now. Okay, so 100 for small week, I've already done that. Okay, so then this 100 is going to my buffer, which is right at the back, which is completely empty because of Easter. So that one's going in there. So at least I've got money in my buffer again. And I don't have to take it out of the bank. So this means that I have to make sure that in the bank, I'm just going to use this paper. So bank. So the amounts in my bank, I'm going to need 400. So it's this one plus that 200 that I had there. $400 is for my car payment, which isn't due for another couple of weeks, but I'm going to keep a strict track of what is in the bank for what. Okay, so savings for small week, done that. My phones is now going to stay in the bank, so I've got $100 there. I really need some smaller notes. I've done my buffer as well, haven't I? Buffer. So that 100, I am going to, you know what, I might just put it in my 100 envelopes as the $100 envelope. I don't think I'm going to get a better chance to do that. Yep, but I've already done my $5 envelope. Do a $4 envelope. Oh, it's such a big decision. Such a big decision. We'll see if I can get some smaller notes and I might deposit that one. Let me see. So that's my phones. That's got to go. So in the bank, I need 200 should be. So it's $100 for this week, right? Is that right? Yes, $100 for this week and $100 coming out of the envelope for my phones. So, and that's like 4 people's phones, don't forget, it's not just my phone. My phone bill's not quite that expensive. But we're going to look for a better breakdown of notes and hopefully deposit that $100 note. If I don't deposit the $100 note, I'll put it in the envelope, I think. I think so. I'll probably do that. Okay, so what else have we got in here that I wanted to put in the bank? So this is $45 for the electricity, so I've got to have $90 in the bank for the electricity, and that's a 20 and a 5. So actually, that's a good idea. 20s and 5s is the right way. Or the same way, I don't know if it's the right way. Okay, so in the bank is going to be in the bank is going to be $90 electricity. Okay, so radio rentals is also going in the bank. That is $30. So it's going to be $50. $50 is for radio rentals. And that's close to having the 100 now, I think. Okay. Radio rentals is the $50. What else have I decided is staying in the bank? Dodo is staying in the bank. So that is 25. And I'm putting how much towards it this week as well? Dodo, 25 and 43 is 68. I am pretty sure. 25 plus 43, 68 is going to be in the bank for Dodo. $68 equals Dodo. Okay. So these are just the ones coming out of the envelope. Car rego I'm keeping in here because it's once a year or once every 6 months. I'm not putting any towards it this week, but I will next week. Not next week. I will next big week. But I'm not putting any towards it because I literally just paid it. There's my buffer. I've already done that. Okay, cool. So that means that in here, this is the money that I would deposit into the bank. But because I'm going to need money for this, I might not have to do that. So, or at least not all of it. So, let me see. I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I've only got 100. I don't have 105. All right, so okay, this is what I'm going to do for that. Because this was $2 less. So I'm gonna, oh, I just punched my microphone. Apologies. Okay, so this was $2 less. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a $5 in the $4 envelope in my challenge, and I'm gonna put the $100 in the $100 envelope. And that way I think that just solves that. That's the money I've allocated for it, and I'm just gonna do that. So in my $4 envelope, it's getting $5. It'll be $1 over. I don't think that matters. And $100 in my $100 envelope. And that way I don't have to get that out of the bank. That's already done. So I'll get my pretty envelope. If I can find the opening. And I'm going to like that and like that. It's not even a pretty one. Hang on, let me see if I can get a nice one in there. I don't like the ugly ones. I can get it. And my buffets generally, I use that. So, just swapping around so that I've got a nice one and get the old one used. Okay, so, and I like that it has these, and I can put that sort of towards the top. Not that I'll remember what I've put in where. I have no clue what's in anywhere. Okay, put that in my box of envelopes, and my 5, which is actually my $4 one, is in here. I think that just saves my brain a whole lot of hassle, and it's done now, and I don't have to worry about getting that money out. Okay, so that is 100 envelopes done. And I've still got money for these. So I've got payback for Connell, which is going to be $30. And I've got $30 for each boy. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have to, you know what, when I go to the grocery, I'll get $10 or something out, because that's all I'm going to be. I'm $5 short. I wonder if I have $5 in my wallet. I might do, you know. Alright, so I'm going to put... Oh, there could be money already in Connell's payback wallet. Let me have a look. Let me see. I think it's in this one, maybe. Connell's... No, that's their ones. This one. It'll be in here. Okay, so... got $30 in my passport. I've got $10 in his payback. So if I take that out and put 2 20s in, that's his 30 and the 10 that was in there before. That is perfect. What is the date? It's the 12th. I've been writing it all day. I should know. Of the 4th. Gosh, this year is just flying. So we've put 30 in, so we've got 40 in there for Con. He's a good boy. Okay, so I've got 40 in there for Connell. Now I can do... I still can't. I need $5. Let me see if I can find a $5 note or coin. Or... Oh, I had an idea. So... one of these envelopes has $19 in it, and it is literally a 10 and a bunch of coins. I think it's this one. It's so fat. Let me see. 5, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 19. It's this one. Okay, so I'm going to put a 20 in here. That's the $19 envelope. I'm putting a 20 in there. And then I'm going to be able to separate out the boys' money. That's the way to go. Okay. And I've got that $2 wiggle room, so that's cool. Alright, so... and I don't even need to use that. I can... Yep. Alright, so these coins I'm going to take to the bank and probably change. That was probably super loud. Okay. Those I'm going to take to the bank and change. Now I can do $10 each boy. Yes, that's what we're doing. So that's these ones, and on the envelopes I put their birthdays, but it's actually not for their birthdays, it's just for if they want something in particular. And like, I might not have budgeted for it, but if they've got the money in their thing, they can get it. I don't know why I'm doing it for my eldest son. Like, he's got his own job. If he wants anything, he can buy it, but you know, I am for the other two, so maybe when I get a bit in there, I'll just give it to him and he can do whatever with it. Alright, so that is $10. I've put $10 in there, and it was the 12th of the 4th when I did that. I'm going to do the same for this one. That's $10. Balance of $10 after putting 10 in it, and it's the 12th of the 4th. Then last one is Heathy, is $10. $10 in, 12th of the 4th. Okay, alright, I feel better now. Okay, so that made sense to me, even if it didn't to anyone else. Alright, so I've done Connell's payback and I've done each of the boys. So I don't think I need to even get money out this week. Oh yes, I do. I need to get 300 out. So I might, let me see, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 30. So I will only have to get 250 out, because no, you know what, I'm just going to get it all out. Alright, so I'm going to get 300 out of the bank tomorrow, and this I think I'm going to put it in my buffer because it's going to go in the groceries. I think because I'll get a bit less out for groceries. I hope that makes sense to everybody. I think that it makes sense to me, but I'm not real sure. I don't like doing it in a rush. So I need to not be quite so frenzied next time, but you know, I am me. I do me. Alright, so I think that's it for my budget, and I think I've accidentally cash stuffed as well at the same time. I wasn't planning on that, but yeah. So I'll probably do a quick video tomorrow and do the rest of my cash stuffing and figure out where this is going, which I'm pretty sure it's just going to groceries, because this is ones that should be in the bank, so I'll just take less out there. So it's going to groceries. So I'll probably get 270 out actually, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so that is it from me. That was a little bit confusing, but got there in the end. I need a drink and a rest now. I think I need a nap. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Super appreciate it. Don't forget to stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I will have some kind of nails on because they're icky, but don't look at them. Bye.